Hello everyone, my name is Tu Aolin, and I'm a first year student majoring in tourism business. Today, I would like to discuss about an important topic, why wars happen. This topic is meaningful to me because war directly affects my home country, which is Myanmar. First, I will explain the meaning of war. Then, I will introduce Myanmar as an example. Then, I will discuss human psychology in war. Finally, I will conclude my presentation. So, what is war? What are we thinking of? When we hear the word war, you often imagine guns, soldiers, or battles. However, war is more than physical fighting. So, what is war? War refers to organized armed conflict, which is country versus country, or governments versus a group. It is planned and sustained over time. War began when people choose violence as a solution. So, Myanmar, which is my own country. After the military, Myanmar is here in the military coup. After the military coup, daily life changes dramatically. So, what has happened after the coup? So, school was forced to close, and many people lost their job. And lastly, many families were spread. These changes deeply affect ordinary civilians. As one of the victims, I ended up having to take a year off my high school. This happened because ordinary soldiers are not encouraged to think independently. They simply follow orders for those in authority. Today, I would like to discuss and focus on human psychology in war. So, war does not begin with weapons. It began in the human mind. So this is in-group versus out-group bias. People naturally divide others into groups, us and them, which is in-group and out-group. We tend to trust our own group and feel fears towards outsiders, which is other. This mindset creates hostility and justifies violence. The second psychological factor is dehumanization. So, when is dehumanization occur? Dehumanization occurs when people stop seeing others as human beings. So, they ignore other emotion and other suffering and dignity, and they don't see other people as human beings. While empathy, despair, and cruelty become acceptable. The third factor is obedience to authority. In many conflicts, individuals say, I was only follow orders. They don't think of themselves. People obey authority even when commands are immoral. This obedience allows violence to continue. So, as a conclusion, war is not inevitable. This is result of human decision. However, peace is also human choice. If war begin in the mind, so peace can begin there as well. So, Yes. That's all. Thank you very much for your attention.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jamie, and my topic is about mental health and well-being. Before we move on to the main contents, I would like to begin with a brief introduction about why I chose to talk about mental health and well-being. I chose this topic because it's something I personally struggled with at a certain point in my life. There were times where my mental health wasn't good, and it affected my daily life and how I felt about myself. Having those experiences made me realize how important mental health is. Firstly, I'm going to talk about the differences and relationship between mental health and well-being. While mental health and well-being are related, it is important to note the differences between them. Mental health refers to our psychological and emotional state, like how we think, how we feel, and how we behave. On the other hand, well-being is a broader concept. It's about our overall life satisfaction, like how happy, how balanced, and how fulfilled we feel physically, mentally, and socially. To put it simply, good mental health equals positive well-being. Poor mental health equals negative well-being. So, taking care of your mind equals taking care of your overall well-being. Moving on to the importance of mental health and well-being. So, why is mental health and well-being important to me? They're important to me because they influence every part of my life. Just to name a few, having good mental health have helped me manage stress, stay motivated, helped me maintain a positive self-image, and it impacted my relationships. To me, a student and a teenager who faces a lot of stress from schoolwork, exams, and future plans, along with social challenges like friendships or fitting in, having good mental health helped me cope with stress and stay motivated even during tough times. Having good mental health also helped me recognize my strengths and limitations, while having the confidence in my own abilities and to maintain a healthy level of self-esteem. Mental health is a major part of how we socialize and respond to the people around us. I've lost and gained friends because of both good and bad mental health. And I eventually realized that good mental health helps us establish and maintain healthy boundaries. Lastly, I'm going to talk about how to improve mental health and well-being. And I'm sure a simple Google search can tell you everything on how to improve mental health and well-being, but I wanted to talk about my personal experiences and ways that helped me improve my mental health in the past. The first one being working out and exercising. Back in high school, I overeat constantly. I did not care for my physical health. I was overweight, and eventually it lowered my self-esteem and self-confidence. I didn't dare to approach others, and I was pretty lonely. Until one day, I decided to change that because I got tired of feeling terrible. After doing a bit of research and started hitting the gym, it got me in better shape physically, it boosted my self-confidence and self-esteem, and it helped me sleep better, stay energetic and focused throughout the day, and it helped me realize the satisfaction of completing a set goal, which I later applied to other activities such as setting a goal to finish a book or novel every few months. The second thing that helped me was finding a hobby. I remember back when I was still in high school, the COVID-19 pandemic started out of nowhere, and everything suddenly changed because of the lockdown. All of my plans, such as school trips, meeting with friends, family gatherings, they're all cancelled. They started to feel the same. And I remember feeling bored, lonely, to the point that I started to feel a little bit depressed. Being in that situation really affected my mental health. I didn't feel motivated to do anything at all, not for a while at least, until a few of my friends introduced me to board games. You might be wondering though, how we managed to play board games without meeting in person. The answer was simple: you played them online. We started doing online board game sessions as I got more interested in them. Even though it's a small activity, it distracted me from negative thoughts. It gave me something to look forward to. It helped me cope with depression, and it improved my overall well-being. As I mentioned, this topic is very important to me. I hope that in this short time that I have today, I've been able to raise awareness, reduce stigma, even if it's just for a little bit, and show how good mental health and well-being can truly enhance our overall quality of life. That concludes my presentation. Thank you all so much for listening.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, my topic will be kindness beyond differences. When you scroll through the news, what do you see? Wars, racism, hate comments, people fighting over religion, skin color, even small opinions. Sometimes it feels like the world is breaking apart, not because of natural disasters, but because of emotional ones. We are connected, yet divided. And I often ask myself, why can't people simply be kind? When I feel that way, I think of my home, Malaysia, a place where 3 languages mix in one sentence, and Chinese noodle, Malay satay, and Indian curry share the same street. A country full of differences, but also full of surprising kindness. Today, the real global problem is not technology or economy. It's that we've forgotten how to understand each other. One angry comment online becomes a storm. We judge fast, listen slowly, and rarely try to empathize. Without emotional intelligence, the ability to listen, feel, and care, knowledge turns into conflict. Growing up in Malaysia, I had friends from different cultures. We spoke different mother tongues, but we shared the same laughter. We visited each other during festivals, sharing mooncakes, rendang, and muruku. Those moments taught me something simple. Diversity doesn't divide us, fear us. Kindness connects us. We are not perfect, but at least we try to see from each other's eyes, and that effort is what the world needs today. The strongest example of Malaysia kindness appeared during the pandemic. When families have no food, they hung a white flag outside their homes. This is not to complain, but to say softly, I need help. And strangers come. They brought food, money, and support, even to people of different race and religion. No one cares about differences. They care about being human. That moment taught me, kindness isn't loud. It's about noticing someone's quiet pain and responding. Coming to Japan, I discovered another form of kindness. Gentle, quiet, but sincere. Someone holds the door for you. Someone guides you when you're lost. Different style, but same heart. Imagine if people act as their kindest citizens. Imagine if people think before sending hurtful words at social media. Imagine if people care about the planet, not because it's trendy, but because they truly care. That is emotional intelligence in action. Kindness may seem small, but one kind word can stop a fight. One conversation can change a community, and one act of empathy can inspire many more. Malaysia taught me that kindness crosses race, religion, and culture. It keeps communities alive, maybe the world too. So, I believe peace doesn't begin with government or technology. It begins with people, ordinary people who choose kindness. If a small country like Malaysia can live as one, maybe the world can too. That's for my today's presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Waraku Shibata. Let me start with a question. When you think of Japan, what comes to your mind? Sushi, that's good choice. Anime, I love it. Mount Fuji, that's enormous. Anything else? Wait, is that all? Please don't forget! Traditional crafts! These are not just objects. These grow your Japanese spirit. To exaggerate a little, to be Japanese, I think you don't even need to study Japanese. Sorry, maybe that's going too far, but anyway, today, I'd like to share 3 Japanese traditional crafts. First is magewappa. Have you ever seen this before? Magewappa has 2 big charms. Its aroma and ability to keep food delicious. When you open it, the natural cedar aroma softly spreads into your nose, and it keeps food tasty by absorbing moderate amount of moisture. These are magewappa's charm, but this fascination came from very long history. To know the history of it, we need to go back to the Jomon era. Approximately 3,000 years ago, it is said that the shape existed. Please take a look at this picture. This is known as the oldest magewappa. People already knew how to bend wood. That's an amazing thing. Later, in the Edo period, samurai in Akita Prefecture started making it as a sideshow. So, it's not much to say that the magewappa craftsmen today are modern samurai. Next up is wakata chopsticks. This charm is beauty and durability. This design expresses the ocean. To create this deed, the many layers of lacquer are applied. That's why this is very durable. Beauty and durability. Let's know the history. He is Sanjuro Matsuura, who worked as a painter. He was into lacquerware imported from China. One day he thought, why didn't I use this lacquer technique on chopsticks? It will be absolutely beautiful, and then wakata chopsticks were born. Let's go to final traditional craft, wagasa. Wagasa's charm is beauty and durability, just like wakasa chopsticks. This design, of course, is very beautiful, but I wanted to see the light shining through the wagasa. That is very gorgeous too. And have you ever seen wagasa which is flipped inside out? No, never. To be honest, you don't want to see like the wagasa, right? Me neither. But don't worry, this is very durable. Let's go to the Asuka era to know the history. At that time, Karakasa and canopy came from China. Karakasa is the model of the wagasa's shape, and the canopy is protective covering for good or superior people. Because of that, in Heian to Muromachi era, it was symbol of status and it was used to create sacred space. Please take a look at this picture. Where are the people who are using wagasa? Yes, that's right, here. We can guess they are probably spirit people, nobles. Eventually, in the Edo period, it became more common step by step. It was used as an umbrella to protect from the rain like this. Finally, I want you to imagine this. You are sitting under the wagasa, holding magyapa bento and eating with wakasa chopsticks. Today, you knew their charms and history. I think you are already Japanese, more than real Japanese person. Go ahead, enjoy your Japanese culture. Thank you for listening.